I'm Rebekah. I'm here at the Homeschool Connection, where our goal is to connect home and school. And we're on our weekly show, The Brew. And The Brew is a mixture of people, events, or things that come together to make a more potent whole. And we want to make your whole a whole lot better. So here I am with my cup of brew, some yummy coffee. And today we're going to be talking about bad habits that destroy learning. Oh man, and so this one's kind of a good one for me and for everybody in general. So I'm going to talk a little bit and focus on some homeschooling, but we're just going to cover learning in general. Okay guys, are you ready for it? The number one thing I think that destroys learning is too much screen and phone time. I know. Raise your hand if you feel like that's you. My hand is raised. Facebook, which you're on right now, and email, and Instagram are all great ways for us to stay in touch with friends and family that live out of state, and it's great for talking and chatting. But I don't know if you've noticed, but most people, I think there is a real true thing of phone addiction, and I might be one of those people. But those phones, sometimes we stay on them for too much, and the same thing with kids. Us personally, I'm talking about me personally, to stop learning for me if I'm teaching another student, the number one thing would be phones, screen time. And as awesome as phones, TV, all those things are, they can also hurt our kids too. They get addicted to it. Children will be on them way too long. So I think one of the top things, a bad habit, is being addicted to our phones. So we have a policy here at the Homeschool Connection. If you come in and you take a class, whether you're a teenager or any age, all the way down, you're not allowed to have your phone on you in the building because it's such a distraction, I feel like personally. I know that I am personally distracted. It's hard for me to take the time once I get on it to get off of it. So number one thing I think that is a bad habit is phones. Number two is not having a set time or a set schedule for learning. So one of my favorite sayings is, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. Sometimes if we don't have a specific goal, a specific time to sit down and do it, it just won't happen. So, our schedules are all crazy. There's always something else to do. But what is your dedicated school time? So many times we have dedicated everything else time. We have dedicated times for practice and music lessons and church and everything else we have to do, but we don't always dedicate a specific time for our schooling. And sometimes we'll do that later. If we have homework, we know it's due for the next day, but when do we squeeze it into our schedule? So really having a set time for school is important, because sometimes, sorry guys, hold on. Okay, that's just going to keep running. Sorry about that. Phone's ringing. Set time for school. So just make sure you have a set time for when you are going to school, when you're going to do your schoolwork, when you're going to work it. So this kind of goes along with set time. Number three thing I think that is a bad habit for us is not having a plan. Not only do we not have a time, we don't even have a plan. So, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. We kind of wander through. How many times have you woken up Monday morning, especially if you're homeschooling, eager to learn and teach your kids, and then it's 9 o'clock, and then you realize, oh, wait, I don't know what we're doing this week. What books are we reading in history? I don't know. Where are we in science? I have no idea. If I didn't take notes on students, I wouldn't know where we are too. So having a plan, again, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. That goes for not just having a set time, but having a set plan, having something to go along with, having a 6-week goal, having a little bit of plan for where you're going. Okay, number 4, which is kind of anti number 3, but number 4, I've noticed you can have too much curriculum. Oh my soul. A curriculum is a guide. You don't have to do every single thing in a curriculum. If one math program is good, 2 math programs are going to be even better. And then we can just keep adding on more to our homeschool day and adding on more. And we just went to homeschool convention. Do you know how many cool things there are? Oh my soul, I have a 7-month-old. Do you know how many really, really cool preschool curriculums are out there? 1.5 million. I almost invested like several $1,000s and he's not even one yet. He can't even use it. So, too much work. Sometimes we go way over with too much curriculum, too many workbooks. You don't need 2 math programs. You need 1 good math program that works for your family. Same thing for language arts. We keep adding and adding and adding. A little subject here, another workbook there, more flashcards, and then you have too much work, too much schoolwork. Some homeschoolers a bad habit is just don't be a curriculum hoarder. Raise your hand if you're a curriculum hoarder. Raise your hand if you used to have an entire closet full of curriculum. Raise your hand if there was an intervention. Okay, so somebody came and they made me cut back and give it away because there's no way we're going to use it all, even though we have all these different things. So sometimes look for something that has a double purpose that you can use as 2 things. An English program that can also double as part of your history. Don't try to read every book on your current history topic. Don't try to do too much. So along with that goes number 5, a bad habit is too many activities. So sometimes we just add and add and add activities. You play soccer and dance and you're running your kids all over the place and we're not focusing on that. Homeschoolers, I feel like this would be me. Kids need to get out of the house. If you're homeschooling, don't get me wrong, they need to make friends and learn, but too many activities can definitely wear you out. Instead of having time to explore and learn and create, you're spending all day running around the town for every activity under the sun. So sometimes you just need to stop and say, okay, we can't do drama and art and softball and soccer and golf and the 700 other things that you're doing. Sometimes we have to stop. Too many activities can be a bad habit. And I'm with you. I love activities. I want to go do everything. But, sometimes we need to say, pause. Another thing is sometimes we have no breaks. Is your day so overly planned that you don't have any breaks? A really, really, really heavy scheduled day may work for a CEO, but it doesn't usually work for all moms. You need to put breaks into your day. A lunch break, a 15-minute break, a few minutes for your sanity. You need time. You need time to deal with a broken heart. You need time to deal with a skinned knee. You need time during your day. Okay, so along with that, make sure you're putting in some breaks for you. Your family needs breaks too. You need family time. You need Monday nights to be no activities. For our family, we already have our day planned this week. Tomorrow night, we have a meeting we're supposed to go to. Wednesday night, I have church. Thursday, I have family in town. We're probably going out of town. We have something going every day, and we can be like that. So sometimes you need to just make sure you plan an evening for you. Another thing, number 7, I wrote down was trying to rush. Okay, so sometimes we try to rush our learning. A bad habit for learning is rushing or trying to stay on pace. Okay, I know it happens. Sometimes we get behind, and then if you're homeschooling, you get behind and need to rush through it. Because rushing through to get back onto your schedule can be overscheduled. Or if you're trying to rush your child, sometimes it takes kids a little bit longer to learn certain things. Some people pick it up quicker than others. Sometimes we have a lack, a number 8 I put down, was a lack of diligence. The tortoise and the hare. We know the story. The hare started out really fast and then took a nap, and then the tortoise with slow and steady wins the race. That kind of goes along with someone who rushes. Slow and steady wins the race. I want immediate results today. That's why I don't go on diets, because it takes too long. Okay? It takes too long to lose weight, and you have to work on it every day. Okay? Being diligent, slow and steady wins the race. We try to add so much to our day, we can't get it all done. And we jump to subject and subject trying in. And so many times we act like the hare. We're trying to rush it all the time instead of being slow and steady. Being diligent, little bit every single day. Little by little, inch by inch. Okay? I know Rome wasn't built in a day, as much as we want. This is another one, another bad habit. These are all talking to me and my bad habits. Not putting your stuff away. Not putting your supplies away. Not putting your schoolwork away. Not when you're done putting it away and done. Not stopping and putting away. Okay, because, okay, I'm done. Let's leave it all and walk away. So I have an office here. I have that option to leave it all and walk away. But I know if I walk into a messy office the next morning, it's going to make me crazy. I'm going to go insane. At home, so easy for me to finish what I'm doing and just leave it there on the counter. But the next time I come back to look for whatever it is I'm looking for, I can't find it. So if you give yourself 5 minutes a day, whether you're homeschooling or just trying to teach learning, take that few extra minutes to put your stuff away and keep organized. And then the last one, number 10, a bad habit that destroys learning would be no fun. I know. So that's kind of productive too to weather it. But sometimes we can be so wrapped in curriculum, so tense about getting things done, so focusing on what we need to get to do that we forget it. Don't forget that learning should be fun. It should be enjoyable. You want to see that light in their eyes when they learn something spark up. You want your kids to enjoy the fun in reading a story, enjoy the beauty in science, enjoy all those things. And I guess that would be the whole point of being a great teacher, would be someone who can have the fun in learning, have the structure with the fun. And it's a huge balance. So I guess the things that destroy learning to me, real quick, would be first, too much screen and phone time. Stop the insanity. Number 2, no set time for learning, no set time for school, no set time for homework, not having a set time. And along with the set time, when you sit down to do it, not having a plan. Okay, my child needs help in reading. What's the plan for working with it in reading? Number 4 would be too much curriculum. Too much. So I have a plan, but I overplanned. I have 5 million different curriculums that I'm trying to do all at the same time. Number 5, too many activities. Oh my goodness, we have so many activities planned, we don't have time to stop and do school. Okay, number 6, no breaks, not putting any breaks in, not scheduling a break, not making sure you have time to just breathe. Sometimes we need that time to breathe. Number 7, rushing. Okay, we're behind. Now we got to get this homework done because we overscheduled ourselves and we have to rush through this homework and go fast. And we're all the time. Number 8, the one I need to work on the most, lack of being diligent. Lack of realizing slow and steady, one step at a time, one day at a time. Number 9, not taking time to put my stuff away. Not taking a few minutes each day to pause, put it all away, so tomorrow when I start again for learning, whatever it is I'm learning on, I have time to stop and relearn. And then number 10, not letting there be any fun. Making sure that you have fun. That's my big thing. I love having a good time. Camp is coming up, and I'm super stoked about camp because camp is a time when you can just have fun with kids. You can enjoy kids. You get to just have fun. And we need that in our learning too. We need to see the light up. So some of those things are some bad habits that we have in learning. Hopefully they were a little bit of help, getting there, helping you stop and think, okay, what are the bad habits I have? What things do I need to work on? And what can I use going forward to make my learning for my child so much better than it is? So hopefully that was a little bit of a help to you. If it is, maybe you'll give us a like and a share. We'd really appreciate that. And pass this on. You can follow us on YouTube. All of our videos are on YouTube, and we're also here on Facebook and Instagram. And just take some time, and we'll be on Friday mornings. We have an extra shot of espresso, because every Friday morning you need an extra shot of espresso. So hopefully this brew was a little bit helpful, and we want to make your whole a whole lot better. Don't forget, all those bad habits I'm saying, raise your hand if you need help with them. Those are some of the things that I think are bad habits that really, really, really destroy learning and stop our learning. So hopefully we made your whole a whole lot better. And don't forget, you're not alone. There are lots of people struggling with the same things you are, and we are here to help. We'll see you this Friday on an extra shot of espresso.